Kim, right now, a demonstration is happening outside the Seattle Federal Building where people are trying to stop ICE from leaving with immigrants who have been detained.
Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman is right next to all the action. We do want to let viewers know there is a lot of graffiti and signs with profanity, so she's tucked away, as you see here, in a corner to avoid showing our viewers that. But with all that said, in terms of safety, Allie, what are we seeing with this demonstration?
Well, Matt and Hannah, as you guys mentioned, there was a couple dozen protesters surrounding the entire federal building with signs that are calling against ICE's actions. As you guys mentioned, things have remained peaceful for the time being here. And I want to step out of the way and show you a little bit about what we're dealing with. We are across the way, so you may see some cars in the way here, and it's very hard to avoid some of the explicit language that you may find on many of these signs here today. But what you can't see is a number of rideshare scooters and bikes that are blocking every single entrance and exit to the building with the hope of stopping ICE agents from taking anyone who was detained during their immigration today and then taking them down to the Northwest ICE Processing Center in Tacoma, where, according to La Resistencia, as of last week, there was 1,600 people currently detained. That puts the facility, according to them, over capacity. As you can see, we are starting to see some movement here. People are gathering outside one of the exits. We did see that garage just start to open. It's unclear if this is ICE trying to possibly take those folks down to Tacoma, but everyone is gathering around this exit at this point in time. People are starting to make some noise. We have some makeshift drums out here with a bucket. Many are gathering. We've got some umbrellas. We don't see any vehicles just yet, but things are definitely moving. Now that gate, it seems like it's starting to come down. It's unclear exactly if anybody did walk out at this point in time, but we are seeing a lot of movement around there today. Let's hold and see exactly what we can wait and see, but at this point, like I mentioned, ICE agents want to move those people down to Tacoma so that they can be processed. We know that they wanted to make this happen as soon and as peacefully as they possibly could, but there was no timetable as to when that was going to happen. I did speak with Matt Payne, a veteran who says that he's been here the last 3 weeks watching and observing inside court. When I asked why he's been here day after day, well, he said that he's here like many of these folks. There's not one leader, one group that is taking over this demonstration here today. They say they're here because they care and they're standing in solidarity with immigrants, not just here in Seattle, but across the entire nation. I am starting to hear some chanting. Let's see if we can try and move and figure out exactly what's going to happen. We're going to try to maybe not lose our signal here, but we're hearing some of that chanting happening across the area. Actually, I stand corrected. That gate does remain open at this time. So we're going to try to give you a closer look as to what's happening. So stay with me as we get some of these images closer to you. It's going to get a little loud and a little bumpy. As I mentioned, there are a lot of folks out here chanting. We've got a makeshift drum. I'm going to make my way to the gate as safely and closely as I possibly can so I can give you a better idea of what's happening out here. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. I see a few federal agents with masks. They're pretty suited up, but the gate is completely open. I'm not seeing any transportation or any sort of shuttle bus getting ready to leave here. It's just basically, I would call it a face-off between those who are out here and those who are inside the gate at this point. I'm stepping back because there is some explicit language that is happening at this point. But I want to take you back to that Marine veteran and let you hear exactly what he had to say about why he's here day after day. Let's listen.
What ICE is doing needs to be witnessed. People can't be disappeared without being seen. I'm a former Marine. I signed up to defend the Constitution a long time ago. And ICE needs to hear, they need to hear from somebody that looks like them, that sounds like them, that talks like them. They need me telling them that this isn't right.
And that is some of the sentiment that many here have echoed here today. They want to witness and get a glimpse at those faces that unfortunately they say are being forced out of the country and are separating families. I think our photographer Colby is trying to give you a better look at this face-off between the demonstrators here and those federal agents who are just on the other side of that garage gate there. Again, that is an exit to the federal building. But again, we know that those need to be detained, or those that were detained need to be taken to the ICE processing center in Tacoma. We have reached out to Seattle police to figure out exactly what, if anything, they are doing to step in this situation. Again, it's a wait and see at this point because we're still trying to figure out exactly when those people, how many people are going to be taken down to Tacoma. But as of the hour, we've not heard anything from federal agents. There is a lot of chanting going on, as you guys can see. That garage just came down. I don't know if federal agents were trying to get a clear glimpse as to how many people were out here. But again, this is just one of the 4 entrances and exits throughout the entire building. We're going to stay here and keep giving you a first-hand look at exactly what is happening, as again, the main goal of this demonstration here today is to stop many of those who were detained in today's immigration hearings from being taken down to Tacoma and being processed at that detention facility there. That's the latest, you guys.